And welcome on in, everybody, into the Jazz Huddle. And we are here with another video. We have got the leaked jersey reveal for the Utah Jazz. Blake, we've been talking a lot about this, and we've got some stuff to show you here today. The Utah Jazz 2022-2023 leaked jerseys. If you haven't already seen them, we're about to unveil what the Jazz might be wearing. Again, these are just leaked. None of this is confirmed, but this is something that has come across some social media pages, and of course, we want to share that with you. So, Blake, before we show them, how are you feeling overall about the general shift of changing the colors for the Utah Jazz?
I think it's needed, and I feel like right now our jerseys don't really represent Utah in a good way, or they don't represent them in a way that really makes sense. And I think they need a little bit of they need to be a change. And
Yeah,
I think that's something that this is bringing, so that's good.
I agree with you. And I'll talk more about how I feel about the specific jerseys that have been leaked. But something that I don't like about our current jerseys is it doesn't give us an identity. You
No
know,
identity.
when you think of yellow and blue, what team are you thinking of?
The Nuggets
Well, the Warriors.
or the Warriors.
Warriors are Nuggets.
Yeah, Warriors.
Warriors are Nuggets.
Warriors or
Okay,
Nuggets.
but
Yeah, not the
what about
Jazz.
purple? What about purple?
The Lakers.
Right. Yellow and purple. You automatically go and you think about the Lakers.
Right.
When you have that sense of identity, it's just nice to have. I went to a couple Jazz games last year, and everyone's wearing different colors and
Exactly.
everything. We have so many different colors, and it's just not one specific group of colors. But that's why I really like some of these jerseys that have been leaked, because it is all one color. So let's go and reveal the first jersey leak. There's going to be a couple marks that we show you guys here. So Blake is going to put the first one up here in just a second.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm excited about these, especially this first one is interesting to look at because you look at the colors here and you can kind of see what they went with towards the beehive state, and that's kind of going to be a theme that we'll see throughout this as they kind of really use the beehive state to design most of these as you kind of see that yellow color scheme. This one with the black below the yellow, I really like that. I like the way it flows. I love how the Jordan logo fits in. And again, these are all speculative, so we don't really know if this is concrete. Of course, everything is bound to change. But one thing that I do want to point out is that whatever we do end up getting, whatever is the real version, I expect it to be pretty good because you look at our ownership right now. You got a young guy in Ryan Smith. I can't imagine he'd want our jerseys to look bad. And Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, who that's his wife, who literally has her own clothing line. So I can't imagine that our jerseys would look bad, but this looks pretty good, and I like the way it flows for sure. And I can already imagine what kind of floor combinations they'd be looking for with this.
Right, and I think that would be very cool. You could implement a black and yellow, port in a way. I think that would be really cool. Almost in a design like the Hornets do, but in black and yellow. I just think it's would flow so well. This would replace our current blue jerseys, and I'm just not a fan of the of the blue and white, and then you've got the gold and navy, and then you have random colors everywhere. So I really like that start. Let's show them another jersey.
Let's go to
Yeah,
the
show them the
icon.
yellow one.
Okay, yeah. So the
Now I'm going to go to
yellow icon
icon jersey.
edition.
I'm going to start here first and give my
Okay,
first take. I am not a fan of these jerseys.
I don't like it
Uh,
either. I don't
I
like
know
it either.
I said I was a fan of the black and yellow jerseys, or like the black base, yellow secondary color, but with the yellow on the first color, I don't like it. I think it's necessary to have a more yellow jersey. It's just too much, in my opinion. I'm just not a fan. There's something about that jersey, the vibes of it. I don't know what it is. I'm just not a fan of it personally. Obviously, it goes well with what they're trying to accomplish, but just from a sense of myself, I'm not a fan of those jerseys whatsoever. Might be my least favorite of the five that we're going to be showing you guys.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I just don't think it has as good of a flow. I think it's just too much color on that one right there. Yeah.
So again, three more to show you guys. Again, I really like the first one, not so much the second one. So Blake's gonna pull up the third one.
Let's go. Let's go. Statement edition alternate. So this would be another possibility for that first jersey we showed you, and I love this one. I think this one is sick. You don't like this one? You don't like this? I think it's very basic. It is very basic.
You talked about how unique that Ryan Smith and apparently his wife's the clothes designer. I had no idea about that.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne's Wade, whatever it may be. And then it's just a basic Utah.
Right. That's weird. I don't get it.
It just doesn't fit. And I feel like the black and yellow, the first one that we showed, the use of the yellow on the upside of the jersey was just way better than this. It's just too basic. You think about how cool jerseys designs can be when you do it right. And so you get together a team of professionals and then you just put a Utah on it. I could have made that if I wanted to.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm talking about designs that, that can, when you look at it, you're like, that's a nice uniform. Like I would want to buy that. I don't want to buy that. I would buy the first jersey, but I wouldn't buy those last two. I know you're a fan of it and you can explain more why you're a fan of it. It's just, I feel like especially if we're going to do a whole rebrand, there's so much to be desired with that jersey. I'm a much bigger fan of the other statement jersey. As you can see, it says statement edition. If we're going to use black and yellow, our statement edition needs to be the first one because I was much more of a fan of that jersey.
Yeah, I think that when you compare those two jerseys, there's definitely upside to both of them. I think that this one, I mean, it's sleek, and I think that's the best thing about it. But other than that, there's really not much going for it. So I don't know. I think overall, I might take that other one just because it provides a little bit more identity for this team. But let's move on here to the City Edition, my personal favorite. And this looks awesome. And I do want to point out, this is pretty much that same scheme that they've used before with our other jerseys, but it looks so much more fantastic. You can still see that beehive state still kind of draining through onto it, obviously with the yellow and black color scheme, but I think this one is really nice, and it'd be fantastic.
Blake, when you use black and yellow in the right way and just this design, obviously we saw it with that. What was it? It was back in 2018, 2019, or 2017, 2019 when we went through that. We had the light orange, light red, and then the dark red in this exact format, and it was nasty. Mm-hmm. I hated those jerseys. Our current City Edition uniforms were much better, and that's somewhat what it looks like. But this right here is just perfectly the yellow fading into the black. I love the yellow Utah on it. And again, you guys are gonna go, oh, well, it's just a basic Utah, like you said, Addison. But the way that they implemented the black and yellow together gives it a whole other look and gives it a whole different feel to it, a whole better feel to it. And it's a City Edition jersey that you're only going to wear 10 times. That is a jersey right there that I'm going to buy. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it comes out, I'm buying that jersey. That looks sick.
Okay, and so I want to look at one more. Obviously, we all love the City jersey. That looks fantastic. And I just kind of want to see this right here. So this, you can see JC wearing it. I kind of want to reposition that just a little bit. But in my eyes, this one kind of looks like a possible association jersey.
It is, yeah.
And that would be an interesting jersey to have for sure. But I like it. I mean, I like where those colors are going. And if anything, I mean, right away you just think this jersey, this set of jerseys would provide it would provide an identity for this team color wise. And they wouldn't be running around the spectrum with green and black and all of these random colors throughout the spectrum. They would just limit it to pretty much 3.
Listen, the amount of colors that.
Do
you remember, Blake, 2019? We had the purple jerseys, the green jerseys, the City Edition jerseys, the blue. We had 5 to 6 different color sets, and exactly as you just said, it just so much better. For sure, City Edition number 1, and then the first Statement Edition number 2. But this falls in line for me at 3. I I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm a better fan of it. And again, these are just leaks, rumors. These could be the official ones that come out, or these could, they could use these designs, or they could go a completely different direction, a completely different color. But apparently, these leaks have been coming in a lot of different ways, and they have some real images of the leaks.
And they're pretty similar,
exactly like this, but they're really, really similar to what we just showed you here today. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the Utah Jazz do. Again, this switch is most likely going to be happening after the season ends, after the Utah Jazz win the NBA championship. They'll rebrand. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's not happening.
But Blake, rate the overall color scheme, the overall jerseys, everything that we just showed today on a scale of 1 to 10 on how much you'll be excited to see this on the court. And if there's one thing in particular, what are you looking for forward to the most from this rebrand from the Utah Jazz?
I would give this an 8 out of 10. I think that's a pretty good place to put it because, we never know what direction they're going to go in with rebranding, obviously. But I think I am most excited for the court design possibilities that could come out of this because, you could really have some sweet designs for sure. And right now our court is not bad, but it's simple.
No, it's not at all.
It's simple, yeah. We do have really good court designs. And
for
that's
the City Edition.
For the City Edition,
Imagine what we could do with the
cool.
City Edition.
Yeah.
Pull up that City one more time. Pull up the City Edition one more time.
Let's take a
Pull
look
up
at
the City
it.
Edition one more time because I just want to admire that jersey one more time. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Imagine what we could do with the court like that with the black and yellow. Ooh, please sign me up. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 as well, Blake.
Yeah.
I think there's, I really like it. I like the use of, committing that sense of identity to Utah. It implements well, obviously, the Beehive State, all that jazz. But what I really like about it is finally a sense of identity. We're not going to be running around every season with 5-6 colors. We're going to have our own 2 to 3 our own 2 colors that nobody else in the league has. Obviously, there's a lot of yellow, but nobody else has got that firm yellow and black. I guess you could say the Warriors do, but they're more yellow and blue.
Yeah,
they have that one,
the town jersey. Yeah, but they don't use it. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But what I'm most excited about is going to a Jazz game, and there's not going to be 9 different uniforms that people in the audience have, and it's not going to be, a whole scene. When you go to a Sacramento Kings game, it's all purple.
Or a Cavs
it's
game.
All purple.
Cavs.
Or it's all maroon. They all have that, they have that identity. When you go to a Knicks game, what is it? Blue and orange. When you go to a Hawks game, it's all red, right? Even when you go to a Magic game, you're not going to see people wearing other stuff. It's blue, right? When you have that sense of identity, and so it's going to make the crowd look so much better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Obviously,
I agree with that.
Playoff environments, and we did not wear one of our normal jerseys for any of the home playoff games last year. It was the City Edition every single time. Because, again, we don't have that identity. We're using a City Edition jersey, which is why I'm just so excited for this rebrand. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most, seeing everyone in the crowd wearing the Jazz colors. Not just the bunch of Jazz colors, the Jazz colors. Because when people ask what our color is, I go, I don't know. Now we can know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys did enjoy our video today on the jersey leaks. Make sure to comment down your thoughts on the video down in the comment section below. Also hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for more Jazz content just like this. We also go live for every single Jazz game here on the Jazz Huddle. Both Blake and I will be live for the Jazz and Pelicans tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time for the Utah Jazz and the Pelicans. So make sure to stop on in for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.